Today I'm talking to David, one of our clients in County Dublin. David has a live-in carer from our agency for his mother. Hello, David. How are you today?
Hi, Tom. Good. And you?
Very well, thank you, David. What were the circumstances that led you to contact AL Home Care?
So in our case, my mother has dementia and my dad had passed away. So my mother was not in a position to care for herself. So we didn't want to look down the road of care homes. We wanted my mom to be able to live in her own home with a level of care for as long as was physically possible.
And so, David, how did you hear about AL Home Care?
I found you online. I'd been doing a lot of research around the various different agencies that are out there. I found you guys and I liked what I saw on the website. I liked the testimonials. They were very, very strong and very positive. So I reached out and I was in touch with Maria, who did an excellent job in providing me with all the detail around how the care would work, the different types of care that were required. And she provided us with a set of CVs of potential carers, and we were able to interview those and choose the right one for us.
And David, what difference has it made in your mother's life and in your family's life in general to have a live-in care from our agency?
It's made an absolute massive difference. For my mother, she needs that stimulation. It's very good for dementia sufferers to have that level of stimulation in their day-to-day lives. And my mother's care is brilliant. She has a very structured day. So my mom was into arts and crafts. So they have a section of the day that's allocated to making arts and crafts. She loves listening to music. She loves cooking and she loves going for walks. So the care has a very, very structured day where she has all that stimulation. So it's fantastic for my mom. She's always in good form. And for us, for myself, my brothers and sisters, it's brilliant because we have that reassurance that she's given the right one-to-one level of care that she deserves.
And David, what advice would you give to a family who might be struggling right now with the care needs of an elderly relative?
It's a daunting prospect when you, at the outset, when you do realize you need to bring somebody in to look after a parent. But the more research you do, the more you dig into it, the more reassurance there is that if you go down the route, for example, of live-in care, you get the right person. It's great. You have that level of reassurance. They have the appropriate level of care, and it's all about just making that step. But you have to do it with the right people. You have to do it with the right agency. And I was very lucky to have found you guys.
And finally, David, it's fairly common that an elderly person will resist the idea of a live-in care. Did you find that to any extent with your mother?
Yeah, so she would have been around relations that would say be in their early 20s, and she wouldn't be very good at taking instruction from them. So she was quite resistant to somebody in that kind of age group, say 20s, early 30s. So what you were able to provide us with was a selection of potential carers that were in their 40s and 50s. And we chose a lady that was in her 40s, and that worked out perfectly. My mom was able to relate better to her. She was able to take instruction, and there was no issues around, the age difference, which would have been a challenge had we gone down the road of getting somebody in that was considerably younger.
Well, David, thank you very much for your time. And I'm delighted to hear that the placement has worked out so well, and I hope it will continue to be successful.
Great. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you too, David. Have a lovely day.
You too.